This is Ocean's Moonlit Pathways, and I'm Miss MJXOXO. This reading is on Lucas and Amber. But before we start, here is my disclaimer. Everything I say in this reading is alleged. My readings are for entertainment purposes only. Divinely guided messages are subject to interpretation, and they should not be taken as absolute. Please be warned. Trigger warning. This reading is extremely heavy as we discuss someone who has taken their own life. If you or someone you know is considering taking your own life, please seek professional help immediately. I don't know if somebody could be an Aries or have Aries in their chart, but with the Emperor, that's like a father figure. Maybe somebody has a estranged relationship with their father or father figure. Maybe they have daddy issues or they had an absent father. This is all also about stability, structure. Maybe somebody lacks stability, they lack structure in their life, and it was a requirement and a necessity. This also gives me misogynist energy. These two probably genuinely loved each other. They probably discussed marriage in the past. This is the sign of victory, success, and achievement. But this is also about well wishes. So I feel like with him passing away, a lot of people are probably sending Amber well wishes. I'm not familiar with them at all, but they could be sending her well wishes. His family could be receiving well wishes because of him passing away. And maybe they dealt with a breakup. This is an end. Somebody could have been dealing with financial issues. Somebody felt left out in the cold. How could you leave me like this is what I'm hearing. You see that this person is like, you're caring for this person or supporting this person who's broken. This person is disabled, but forget the disability, because like physical disability is also an emotional disability. The person is like broken. Their heart is broken. Their mind is broken. Their spirit is broken is the energy I'm getting. And I feel like with this being a feminine energy, this is about fast action, fast changes, travel. So Amber could be somebody who traveled. I'm getting the energy of jealousy. I'm getting the energy of maybe like, despite followers, despite who was more popular, like you can't always look at stuff like that. Amber seems to be very driven, very go-getter, very about her money. I feel like things was picking up for her fast is the energy that I'm getting from these cards. Things were picking up for her fast. She probably could have been traveling, getting opportunities and stuff like that. And I feel like the relationship lacked balance. It needed some balance. It needed fairness. And somebody could be a Libra in this connection, or they could have Libra or Aries in their chart. But there was like some balance needed, maybe some court issues or something like that. I really want to pull for Amber and focus on Amber. So with Amber, it says, don't look back. I may be feeling nostalgic about several things in my past, but I know I have the power to move forward. So I feel like maybe she really loved this guy, and, you know, they have a history based on what I'm seeing. They have a long history or strong history, but I feel like the relationship probably outgrew its place and she needed to move forward. But maybe he was someone that kept, you know, somebody's having mental health issues, or if they're struggling with something, or even just you love them, how they can manipulate you, or even just your love for them makes you keep going back. And I feel like she knew that she had outgrown this connection and she wanted to move forward. And this is like a sign to me saying, don't look back. Like, if you're going to move forward, move forward. It says, quieting my ego. I feel like Amber's somebody who's into spirituality. She could have her third eye activated, but it says my ego is no longer taking control of my life. Rather, I allow my higher self to guide me. So she was being guided by a higher force to move forward and leave this connection. Appreciating myself. I completely know my own worth and honor and love my wonderful soul. So I get the energy of growth in Amber. And I feel like maybe Lucas wasn't growing. Like, she was outgrowing him. She was moving forward from him, outpacing him. It says, I'm gentle with myself and make happiness in my life a priority. It says being gentle with yourself. Oh, for her to be gentle with herself and to make her happiness a priority. So she needed to start focusing on herself. It's no more about us. This is about me. I know what I want. I have to go after what I want. And anybody that's going to get in my way, I have to move forward from them and separate myself from them. And it's like you have to forgive yourself and love yourself despite the outcome of that, you know? Last, it says, love awakens my soul. I will begin to truly love myself with a love that awakens my soul. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. So I really get the energy that this could have been an abusive connection or some type of one-sided connection. When I'm getting that Libra energy, there was no balance. Maybe it was more giving than receiving. And I feel like Amber could have reached a point where she needed to start giving more to herself, prioritizing herself instead of like taking care of Lucas and giving to him. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's just the energy that's coming out in the card. But I feel like people were wearing a mask. She just wanted peace. I feel like people, you know, sometimes you look at people's relationships and it's couples goals and it's not what it seems. Everybody's wearing a mask. We look happy, but things look, even this person is laugh now, cry later. Even this person is happy, but they're really miserable inside. And she just wanted peace. She was tired of the performances. She was tired of acting like everything was perfect, everything was beautiful when it really wasn't. And it says, just because some people are fueled by drama doesn't mean you have to attend the performance. Make your life a drama-free zone. So I get the energy of like when you tell a guy he could be toxic, that like, I'm leaving, and he does things to hurt himself or make you feel like you're the reason why he's hurting, and you keep going back to the person. So it's like not entertaining the drama, seeking peace and letting go. And the truth is coming out. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. So before you judge, you better know the truth. And Amber needs to protect her energy. She needed to protect her energy in this connection. It says, stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. Feelings. So with Amber, healing begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. So Amber needs to make sure she's gentle with herself during this season. But growth, you know, I feel like she outgrew the relationship. Evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I feel like sometimes, I don't know if they had like a couples channel or something like that, and you know that this person probably gets a lot of views because they're good looking or what. You want to see if you can stand on your own. You want to stand alone. I feel like she outgrew the relationship. She outgrew the connection. And she needed to get out of her comfort zone. She needed to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Even if you lose followers, even if you lose money, you'll eventually get it back on your own by standing on your own. And even if you don't have as much as you had before, it's the fact that you earned this on your own that is more meaningful and more worthy. And in time spent worrying is time spent. So it's like, don't even worry about it, you know? It's sad, but this situation is deep sorrow, grief, sadness, despair. Obviously, someone has lost their life, so it's major sorrow, sleepless nights. But I feel like this is grief that even Lucas probably felt prior to passing away. The energy was thick. The energy was heavy. It's gut-wrenching pain. This is a tragic loss for his family, for Amber. It was something about somebody being homesick. They felt homesick. They wanted to go back home. They wanted to go to their childhood home. That's where the love was. That's where they felt happy. That's where they felt at peace. Maybe somebody felt out of place where they were. And it was a lot of bad weather. This could be actual weather, but bad weather is also like emotional turmoil, constant fighting, constant arguments. I get this outdoor a lot. I don't know if somebody was dealing, maybe somebody enjoyed camping in the outdoors. They like being out in the camping. Maybe they lived in an area. They liked, having an RV. I never watched their vlogs. I don't know anything about them, but maybe they like doing outdoor activities or something like that. Somebody could have been dealing with homelessness or some type of housing issue. Maybe they were moving from home to home. They could have been spending our time outdoors. I don't know if he did something to his head, but somebody felt a sharp sudden pain. Could he have something to his head? But then it also says a sharp stomach pain from being drugged or drinking too much alcohol, feeling disoriented, dazed and confused after a sharp blow to the head. This could be like somebody pow to the head. God bless God. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Somebody could have taken drugs to end. I don't know what happened, but something happened with the head. Somebody is feeling pain, was or is feeling pain to the head. And we know that he's crossed over. It says, hello, Miss Psychic Lady. I have crossed over. I'm in a much better place. God bless him. Please tell my family and friends who love me, that I love them very much and I'm at peace. Thank you and everyone else who has searched for me spiritually and physically. Heaven is my new home. So he has crossed over. I guess Lucas is someone who has benefited from pretty privilege, colorism, texturism. He could have advanced in his career solely because of his looks, pretty but talentless. I don't know him. He probably had a lot of talent. I'm just reading what the cards say. Everything on the card doesn't have to apply. Success because of good looks. So his good looks really helped him with his career. He got a lot of attention because he's handsome. When I see this, I usually get the energy that after somebody crosses over or they die, someone close to them could have taken things from them, stolen things. They could have dealt with a breakup, a bad one, where they never wanted to speak to the person again. You are dead to me. And it tells me like words have power. So if somebody actually said that and then someone does take their life, you know, you have to really be mindful of the things you say, because words can manifest into reality, and that shows the power of the tongue. But it says the end of a toxic relationship, so they could have broken up before this situation happened. Somebody was a wayward child. I'm getting the energy of Lucas. He was difficult to control. He probably had unpredictable behavioral patterns. Maybe he had like serious mental health issues, bipolar disorder or something like that. High highs, low lows. He was stubborn but independent, and he could have been a rebel, very rebellious person. He could have been fired from a job. Maybe like his channel wasn't doing well, money wasn't coming through. But again, the breakup and end of relationship. So I feel like the relationship, the breakup could have impacted him emotionally. It's a lot of heartbreak, a lot of grieving, a lot of suffering. People are in sorrow right now. People are being encouraged to forgive themselves. You can't blame yourself for someone, you know, harming themselves. And people are needing to take the time to heal. I'm just trying to say the right thing. I don't want to say anything inappropriate, and I really don't know what happened to him. I didn't do any research, so it's like I don't really know. But people are very, very heartbroken right now, and I get the energy of Amber. Not only just Amber, but Lucas's mom, if she's alive, or some woman in his life that's close to him. Does he have a white mom? Angels are really comforting her right now. This is the end. This is kind of like a death card, depending on how it lays, especially with this being a heartbreak. The Ten of Swords is like a death card. Backstabbing, betrayal, the end, a nail in a coffin, endings, recovery, freedom. Your soul is free. Whatever has been holding you down and tormenting you in the physical world, now his soul is finally free. And his family loves him. He probably came from a good home, a happy family. Was he our only child? I don't even know. But he probably came from a really good home with a happy family of people who truly, genuinely loved him. And this is devastating and heartbreaking for his family right now. I don't know if he's an air sign or she's an air sign. Someone can have air in their chart, but they're very knowledgeable. They're objective and they're very well respected. And look, I feel like Amber and the mom, I'm getting Amber and the mom's energy. They could feel great regret. They feel a lot of regret. It's like seeing red flags, or knowing that somebody has issues and feeling like you should have stepped in, you could have stepped in. Don't focus on what's lost, just savor or embrace what you still have. It's about crying over spilled milk. It's like, mourn, cry, but learn how to heal and focus on who is still remaining in your life. I feel like somebody's going to seek refuge. Maybe somebody was going to go to church and find God after this situation. Somebody needed to find God. This situation is going to bring someone closer to God. But somebody could have been dealing with money issues. I get the energy that maybe as cute as Lucas was, God bless, as handsome as he was, maybe he wasn't making as much money, and Amber probably was like the real money maker or go-getter. I could be wrong. But it says lack, worry, and assistance. Somebody needed assistance, they needed support, they needed help, and I just felt like that was lacking. I'm hearing like people are focused on the wrong things. He was distracted. He could have been self-absorbed, and he was very unhappy. It seemed like he was really unhappy with life. He was unhappy with the cards that was dealt to him. He was just not at peace. But now, God bless him, he's finally at peace. But this is the thing. The red flags were there. There were signs. There could have been cheating in their connection. There could have been some deception in their connection. But the red flags were there. And this is what happens when you overlook the red flags. somebody was determined, persistent, still holding on. They were giving flowers and gifts. So I get the energy that every time Amber tried to walk away, he like I don't know their connection, I don't know that, but I'm getting the energy of like somebody that pushes you away, and the minute you step away, they do everything in their power to pull you back. And I'm getting the energy of like Cardi B and Offset. Like Offset cheats on Cardi B and treats her so bad and does all kind of things to embarrass her, and the minute she decides to walk away from the relationship, he acts like he's hurt, he acts like he's sad, he does things like that thing that he did when she was performing on the stage and went on the stage with flowers and stuff like that to kind of interrupt your life, to interrupt your peace when you're trying to find freedom from them. But they probably had a lot of arguments and conflict in their relationship. I feel like Amber felt detached. The connection became one-sided. There were a lot of trust issues in their connection. And somebody was stubborn because somebody was bossy, selfish, and inflexible. And I feel like Amber was trying to avoid certain things. She could have been in hiding. I feel like she feels guilty right now. Maybe she stopped speaking to him or something. And I feel like she's probably taking on some guilt because of his actions. Lastly, there's a lot of hidden secrets, a lot of uncertainty. The truth is coming to light. Things are bubbling up to the surface, we see. But I feel like this kid, I'm sorry calling him a kid. I'm about to be 45, y'all, so they're kids to me. But I feel like he was in darkness. He was in a lot of darkness. He was in a very dark place. He was seeking answers. He could not find the answer to whatever he was seeking. He just was lost, and he allowed the darkness to consume him. This is about defeat. This is heavy. This is heavy. And this is ultimately what happened. I really feel like no matter how hard someone tries to rise, there's something dark that keeps pulling you down. Whatever you're engaging in, participating in, allowing you to influence, being an influencer. Sometimes the fame and the fortune gets the best of a lot of people. But I feel like no matter how hard he tried to rise, something, someone, some spirit, some entity, some type of energy, a negative energy, just kept pulling him down. So he couldn't elevate to the level that he wanted to. And that's why I say, you guys, don't pay attention to the numbers. If he has a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers, you could still be empty within, you know? You could still be, your soul could still be empty. And this is a message from Lucas to his family and people who loved him. It says, keep playing our song, or the song that reminds you of me. He wants his family and friends to know that I wasn't perfect, but I did my best. He wants his family and friends to know that the suffering is over. And lastly, he wants his family and friends to know that I wish I could set things right with those who may feel as though I failed them. And with that, I truly, truly pray for his family. I pray for Amber's healing. I pray for his soul to be at peace. God bless. If you are suffering from mental health issues and you are considering ending your life, seek professional help, because you are valuable, you are worthy. Temporary feelings do not last forever. I pray for everyone out there. God bless. Thank you so much for watching Healthy Healing. Until next time.